Cue sports demand sharp vision, yet half the population have poor eyesight. And by our 40s, time catches up to all of us, with most requiring some form of corrective aid. The good news is that there are a couple options, including one specifically designed for cue sports, to get you seeing and shooting as good as ever. Billiard glasses have actually been around since the 80s, but more in the snooker world. That's what they're probably much more widely known for, is the snooker world. I'm sure most people that are across the pond are more used to seeing them than over here in the States. But we're starting to see them infiltrate a little bit in the sport of pool rather than just snooker. And I asked Jake to be here for two reasons. He was the first one I saw in the pool hall sporting a pair of these in our local city here. But then also you work at a, what's the technical term for the place?
An optical. We do just the eye exams. We also sell glasses.
Okay. So I figured Jake would probably be the most qualified person to interview on this subject matter. In terms of things that we can do to correct our vision, to play the best game possible, there's essentially 4 routes. You can do nothing.
Not advisable.
Not advisable.
Right.
You can wear your standard glasses, which we'll probably cut away to some B-roll here to kind of show why that's probably problematic for a number of reasons, right? Well, being a glass expert, what's the difference between standard glasses and billiards glasses?
The biggest thing is they sit up higher, so when you're looking down over the table, you see how I'm not using my glasses, it does nothing for me. So these sit up higher so that when you look down on the table, you can actually see through them. And then the center of the lens is actually up higher too, so you get the most clarity out of it. Because in glasses, most people think you can see the whole width. There's only a certain visual field that lenses will let you use. So higher prescription, lower vision of field.
So even though you can technically see through the glass even up higher, it's going to be distorted, right? Not designed for that.
Yeah, and you won't be able to get fully down with normal glasses. If you see a lot of guys who don't have billiards glasses, they either stand up higher on their cue, or they tilt their head a little bit, or you just see them squinting.
The funniest one for me is people who are wearing glasses and they're looking above their glasses at the pool shot, which is a lot of them.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I used to be able to before I got them, and now I can't. I won't even play pool.
The other alternative, which I've heard and believe that is the best alternative if it can work for you, would actually be contact lenses.
Over most situations.
Yeah.
If you're just nearsighted or farsighted, contacts are probably going to be the best because you're not losing any field of vision through those. You're still seeing 20/20. Now, I have astigmatism really high. The astigmatism contacts, they only come in half steps for prescriptions. If you get lucky, that works too. But if not, you'll always be better off with glasses.
When pool gloves first came out, early 2000s, late 90s, when I got in the pool in the early 2000s, it wasn't something a lot of people wore. I don't think you could deny that they will help create a better, consistent stroke in terms of that, because it won't, your skin doesn't stick to your pool cue and all that good stuff. But I think a lot of people still wouldn't wear them because they didn't want to look different, or
yeah, it was new, and it's like, you know, a gimmick at first until people realize like this is actually helping. I
feel that's where we're at. We're on the fence right now for billiards glasses, because you've started wearing them, and there's what, 5-6 guys now just in one of our leagues who are now sporting them. I think we're going to see I'm assuming a large insurgence of this for players who are serious about their game.
I hope so.
So I think that's where it is. It's like, how serious are you about your game enough to go through the legwork of getting them, and then not feeling, I guess, embarrassed because you're not wearing the most fashionable piece of gear?
Once you can see the ball down at the end of the table, and the first time you make that thin cut without overcutting it or undercutting it, it makes you feel really confident.
Aside from them not being the most fashionable, I think another barrier to them is just the lack of knowledge of how to go about getting these glasses.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's a lot of questions about how you start that process, what do they cost, you know, what can I expect and stuff like that. So can you walk us through, first off, step 1, I want billiards glasses. I'm okay with having big lenses on my face. What do I do, Jake?
You got to get a prescription.
Okay.
Or a valid prescription if you already have one.
Now, is that the same prescription you'd have for normal glasses? They'll just be configured differently?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you start with that, and then the one place I refer everyone to, there's a couple different places. There's snooker glasses, and then there's billiards-eyeglasses.com. So you go there, and then you'll email him your prescription and walk through his website and pick out everything that you want.
Okay.
You can get them probably for under $300. and that is a smoke and deal frame, lenses, and all that. You can do any prescription.
So you go to your standard eye doc, get the prescription. Do you need to tell them, hey, these are for Billiard's glasses?
No.
Does it change anything?
No, the only time it would change anything is if you're getting them outside of specifically his website.
So I guess the PSA here is, if you've got bad vision or every time you're going to shoot pool and you're actually doing, I would say anybody playing competitive pool, you're in leagues, you're playing tournaments, you're probably doing yourself a large disservice by not going and finding some kind of solution, whether that's Billiard's glasses or contacts, and you're just going, yeah, my eyes are bad, and just kind of giving up.
Yeah, you're not helping yourself.
All right, Jake, well, thank you for joining us here today, and we'll see you on the pool table, man.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.